Hi there, welcome to the channel Sam's Tutorial, and today in this video we are going to talk about the fundamentals of computer. Now in this topic we are going to be covering the basic definition of a computer and what are the different parts of a computer, and also we will try to understand together the basic operation of a computer. So let's get started. So before we jump onto the parts of the computer, we must understand first thing what exactly is a computer. So a computer is nothing but an electronic machine, right? Why do we call it as electronic? Because any machine connected to electricity becomes electronic. So our computer is an electronic device. It can carry many things. It can do multiple things. To precisely put up the basic operation of a computer is that it can store data, it can also process data, and also it can perform any operations. The operations in the sense anything that a user asks the computer to do. Let it be a conversion, or let it be any arithmetic operation, or anything. Now moving on to the different types of computers. The biggest and the largest and the most powerful computer is a supercomputer. A supercomputer has multiple microprocessors, and it is used in the fields of aerospace, science, engineering, where a lot of computation is required and a lot of memory is also required. So for such fields, supercomputers are being employed. The next in the order is micro and mini computers. Now both of them are quite similar to each other except for the size. Micro is slightly larger than the mini. These computers are designed basically for a single user, and both of them perform almost similar operations. These computers are generally used in small organizations where not much of data is required for storage. Then moving on to our third type, which is a personal computer. This type of computer is most commonly used across the globe. It has different types. For example, a laptop, a tablet, even a smartphone comes under a personal computer. A personal computer is a wired computer. It is suitable for only a single user because it has one microprocessor, and the amount of storage and the speed can be employed only by a single user at a given time. Then moving on to the laptops and the tablets. These are portable devices and are used by only a single user again. So these were the different types of computers. Now let us move on to the parts of computers. Computer parts are divided into two types. One is called as the hardware and the other is called as the software. Now let's try to understand what is our hardware. Hardware devices are the devices which can be touched physically. For example, in our computer we have the monitor, the keyboard, the CPU, headsets, mouse, printer, motherboard, RAM. All these are physical devices that can be touched with your hands. So that is why these are called as hardware devices. Now coming to software. Software devices are nothing but programs. In the sense, a program is nothing but set of instructions. These instructions make some output, gives out some output. For example, if you talk about this red symbol here, which is called as a PowerPoint presentation program, which is the Microsoft Outlook program. One of the Microsoft Outlook program is PowerPoint presentation program. Now this program is basically used for presentations, for carrying out different presentations for any purpose. Then the other applications here are Word, Microsoft Word, Gmail, which is the mailing system, Google Chrome, again, which is a browser that can be used on a computer for surfing internet. Java, again, it's a language program which we are going to be looking into in the future classes. And then you have your operating system. Here I have taken an example of Windows 7. You know, there are different types of operating systems, 10. Now, currently, we have Windows 11. Then we have the McAfee, which is the antivirus software, and the Kaspersky, which is, again, an antivirus software. So these are the different softwares that comes in your computer, inside of your computer, and executes an output. Now let's try to understand how exactly does the operation inside the computer work. So first thing is that the computer consists of basically three components. One is the input, the next is the storage unit, and the last is the output. Alright, so now input unit, that is what we call it as, is the device, for example, a mouse or a keyboard, gives inside or inputs the data to the computer. The data could be anything. It could be a program, it could be a command, it could be any question, it could be anything. Now that goes straight away to the control unit. The control unit here acts like the brain of the computer. It first looks into what is a command and then executes it. For example, if it is a data that needs to be stored, it goes to the storage unit. Or if it is related to any arithmetic or logical operation, it goes straight away to the arithmetic logic unit, commonly called as ALU. So now, first let us talk about what is our storage unit. Our storage unit consists of two parts. One is the primary storage and the second is the secondary storage. Now both of these storage are very important for the computer, and whatever files that we store get stored according to our wish. I mean, for example, if we want the files to be stored in the primary storage, it gets stored there. Detailed explanation of storage unit will be dealt in the coming videos. Then moving on to arithmetic and logic unit, which is ALU. This unit performs all the mathematical operations for a computer. And then once the computer fetches the output is given out in the output unit. Here, the example of an output unit could be a monitor or also a printer. So the output gives out the information or the desired result that the user wants from the computer. Then moving on to the last thing, thank you for watching the video. Please kindly like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.